Okay, dear all, today we will discuss the translations among all these transformations. In case transformation in Chinese, you notice in last chapter 7 that is called 轉換. And then today we will consider these three transformation once again. But in this video, we only consider translation. That is in Chinese called 平移. So let's look at the question. Part A. We found the image. That means 影像 in Chinese is -2 and 2 finally. So let's look at -2 and 2 and we mark it here. What I'm going to ask you is that, is it translate to the right or to the left by 3 units? Obviously, from A, you can see 1, 2, 3 to the left. So the first answer for this one is to the left of it. Okay, now next, let's go to the part B. Now you are going to find the point coordinate 1, 5. So first of all, I will not do this for you. I will pause 5 seconds. Please answer me, that is upward or downward. Okay, now let's draw and find out the answer. Okay, first of all, 1, 5. 1, we go to the right 1 units and go upward 5 units. We see that this is 1, 5. And then for this is 1, 5. So you see the answer is that we go up 1, 2, 3. So the answer for this one is go upward. Okay, is there any way that we can find it easy to find out the answer in case it's possible? Because you let it, this is 1. When you go to left by 3 units, you will see the x coordinate that is 1, and then go to left. Because we go to left is negative side, so we will -3 and you get -2. So obviously we can see that this one you can use -3 to get the answer. And then next, what about the upward? For upward, you will see we are going to consider the y coordinate. The y coordinate this time is 2, and you will see 2 when we go up. That means that you will have the positive one, so you will add 3 to it, and you will get 5 here. So if we go upward, you will have the y coordinate, and you will add 3 to it, so you got 5 here. This is a very quick way for you to solve the problem for you later, because we are going to consider the translate to the right, to the left, upward, and downward later. So let's have another example. Okay, I will pause 5 seconds to make sure that you understand what you are going to do now. Okay, and then we go to question 2. Let's have a look on question 2. I give you 15 seconds. Okay, now please look at the question. We have the B11 on the coordinate planes. And then if we go to the left by 4 units, in case we can calculate it before we draw it on the coordinate plane to find B prime. Okay, now let's have a look. Because go to the left, that means left x coordinate will control the left part or the right part. So we will have 1, 1. Because it go to the left, that means this is 4. So you can see this is 1 minus 4, comma 1. The y coordinate will not change because we do not go upward or downward here. So we can write down the answer immediately for the b prime is that 1 minus 4 is negative 3, and then we have 1 here for this one. Okay, now let's check on the coordinate planes. When we have 1, 1, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 units here, b prime. Obviously, you will see the same coordinate, negative 3 and 1. We have the same answer on the plane and also in the solutions. So this is correct. Okay, now next for part B, please pay attention. This one is B. That means we also start from 1, 1, but not negative 3, 1. Next, sometimes we will say B prime and translate it to B prime prime. So please make sure that this one is B. So we're starting from 1, 1. And because it's translated downward by 3 units, 3 units downward. So what we will have is that we are going to change the y coordinate, but not the x coordinate. So we will write x is 1 immediately. And because this is downward, so we have negative 3 here. 1 minus 3, so you get negative 2. Okay, let's check the answer once again. 3 unit downward, 1, 2, 3. And we have this coordinate that is 3 prime prime. And then obviously we can see that this one is 1, negative 2, 1, negative 2. We got the same answer in the planes and also in the solution. So we can see something like this for these questions. Okay, now I will pause 5 seconds and I will go to the other question that about translations. Okay, now we will go to another question about the translation in this exercise. That will be this one. The figure shows triangle ABC with vertices A 3, negative 2, B, negative 4, negative 3, and C, negative 2, and negative 6. You will see vertices. Vertices in Chinese is called 頂點. So that means you will see these 3 points. We call them vertices. Okay, now if A, B, Z are translated upward by 6 units to A1, B1, and C1 respectively. In Chinese, you know that this word is called 分別地. That means that they add 6 for both these 3 coordinates. But I will not tell you add on x coordinate or add on y coordinate now. So I'm going to A, draw this one, B, write down the coordinate. So I recommend you first of all to write down the coordinate of these 3 new image number first, A1, B1, and C1. So I'll give you 15-second pause. And now please write it down the answer, and I will tell you the answer afterwards. Okay, now, if you still not finished, please pause the video. If not, now please listen to the answer. First of all, obviously, because it only translates upward, that means it does not change the x coordinate. So we just copy all x coordinate. 3, negative 4, and negative 2 once again. Now, we are going to calculate the one. Negative 2, because upward, that means we go positive by 6 units. So you have positive 6 here. So what we will do is that we add 6 on both 3 y coordinate of these 3 vertices. So negative 2 plus 6, you will get 4. And negative 3 plus 6, you get 3. And finally, negative 6 plus 6 is 0. So you got these 3 coordinates. And now we are going to draw the figure on the rectangular coordinate plane. First of all, A1 is 3, 4, so we draw it 3, 4. So we draw A1 here. Okay, 3, 4. And then B1 is negative 4, 3. So we draw negative 4, 3. We have B1 here. And finally, we draw the C1 is negative 2, 0. That means this one is negative 2 and 0. We have C1 here. So after that, we will line it up. Line A1, B1, A1, C1, and also last one is called the B1, C1. So we have draw the image in the figure also, and with the correct answer, because we look at this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 unit upward. And this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 unit upward. And this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 unit upward. So we got the same answer for it. Okay, now next part after this, we will go to some harder questions about the translation. So first of all, make sure that you have no problem in these 3 questions. Afterward, we will go to another questions. Okay, now if you still have problem, please pause the video and check the answer what you are going to learn. And now we will have a new harder question for you all. So we will continue to the next questions. Okay, now this is the teaching example I want to show is that we are going to calculate the 3, negative 4 is a point. So that this time we do not have the rectangular coordinate plane. So what we have is that we are going to calculate by yourself, but without the help of the coordinate plane. So let's look at the question. If A is translated to the right by 4 units to A1, find the coordinate of A1. Okay, now once again, if A is translated upward by 5 units to A2. Okay, so once again, find the coordinate of A2. Okay, for C, this time we have 2 translations. First of all, you must translate it to the left by 2, and then to A3, and then translate downward by 3 units to A4. But this time you are not required to write down A3, the coordinate, just write down the coordinate of A4. So now, I will give you 15 seconds to write down the answer of these 3 questions, and after that, I will tell you the answer. Okay, now I will discuss the answer with you all. So first of all, if you do not know what is the meaning of it, or if you still continue your job, please pause the video now. Okay, now let's have the answer. First of all, we have A1. This time for A1, you are going to A1, write down for us. This time is 3, negative 4. Because it's go to the right, that means for the y coordinate, it does not change anything. Okay, negative 4. And then for 3, this one is to the right. To the right means that this goes to positive. We have plus 4. So we have 3 plus 4. So the answer for A1 is 7, negative 4. Okay, finish. No need to draw on the rectangular coordinate plane. You can calculate it easily. Okay, so please sometimes need to remember the formula in the questions. Okay, now for A2. This time it's translated upward by 5 units. That means go up. So that must be addition. So once again, this time x coordinate remain unchanged. You have negative 4 plus 5. So you got something like this. And x, so the answer for A2 is 3, 1. Finish. Okay, we do not have C, we draw C here. I'm going to calculate A4 immediately. Okay, let's have a look. Because this time we will go left and also go downward, so that means 2 numbers will change at the same time. So first of all, for 3, because it goes to left, that means this is negative. Okay, for right, this is positive. So for left is 2 units, so you 3 minus 2 immediately. And then go downwards. Because upward is positive, obviously downward will be negative. So we will go down 3 units. So we have negative 4 minus 3. We do it at the same time, so we can solve the problem and we can save time in your test or even in your examination. So we have A4, that is 1, negative 7. Okay? So sometimes we will use a simple calculation to solve the problem rather to draw it on the rectangular coordinate plane. So please make sure that what you have learned. Okay, now I will stop here for 15 seconds, and next time you are going to do the quick practice 10.12 by yourself, okay, in 15 seconds. Okay, now we'll go to the question quick practice 10.12. And now if you still have problem, please pause the video now. Otherwise, we'll go ahead. Okay, now we have the quick practice 10.12. Okay, now I'll give you 15 seconds to write down the answer for the part A, part B, and part C. Okay, now please listen carefully. And now I'm going to show the answer for you all. If you are still continue your calculations, just pause the video. Otherwise, the answer is now, first of all. For part A, P1, the answer is 9, negative 3. For P2, the answer is 4, negative 4. For P4, the answer is 2, 1. Okay, that is the answer for these 3 questions. Okay, now I'll give you 5 seconds. Okay, if you still have any problem, please pause the video now. And we will go to another teaching example that is 10.13. For the last example that about translation. Okay, now this is our last example, teaching example. First of all, the figure shows triangle ABC with vertices A, negative 3, 5, B, negative 2, 0, and C, 1, 2. Okay, now we highlight the important words. You translate it to the right 4 units. That means you add 4 to X. And then translate it downward by 2 units. That means you minus 2 for Y. Okay, now, once again, we do not draw the figure first. Now, this time, please write down all these 3 coordinates, A1, B1, and C1 first, before you draw the figure. I hope you can do it as soon as possible. So, I give you 15 seconds to write down the answer. Okay, now we are going to write down the answer for these 3 coordinates. But before this, if you're still working, please pause the video. Okay, now, so I am going to tell you the answer. Because this one for A1, you will have negative, the A is negative 3 and 5. I want to change A1. You must add 4 to negative 3. That will be 1. And then you will use the 5 minus 2. So that will be 3. Okay, now next one is the negative 2, 0. Negative 2, if you add 4, that is 2. And then the 0 go to, minus 2, you have negative 2. And finally, the last one is that you are going to draw the C1, 1 plus 4, that is 5. And then finally, 2 minus 2, that means obvious, this is 0. So you got these three coordinates, and now we will draw it one by one. Now, okay, first of all, A1, 3. A1, 1, 3. We have 1, 3, so we have A1 here. For B, you have 2, negative 2, so you have B1 here. And finally, C1 is 5, 0. You have C1 here. What you are going to do is that you use the straight line to draw it on the paper. Okay, that is the answer for part A, and also this is the answer for part B. So sometimes make sure that you know how to do the question. You are not required to draw the figure first. You can do the calculation first to understand what you have learned. Okay, I'll give you 15 seconds to make sure that you learn something through these questions. Okay, now let's check it. We are going to have the correct practice for you. So please do it by yourself. Okay, I'll give you also the teaching example for you on the left, and you're going to write down the answer for the right. Okay, maybe I'll put it more straight so that you can see clear. Okay, so let's look at the questions. Once again, you can do part B first. Okay, I give you 15 seconds to finish the part B first. Okay, now I will tell you the answer of part B. So if you still have any problem or if you're still working, please, okay, pause the video. Now I'm going to write down P1, Q1, and R1, the answer only. Okay, the answer for P1, you will see that is 0, 1 on the y-axis. Okay, now the Q1 you will have is negative 3 and negative 3. The R1, last but not least, that will be 2, negative 2. So you get these three coordinates. So you can draw it on this picture so you can know the answer well. And I'll pause in 5 seconds and I will draw this one for you. Okay, now let's draw the figure. This is 0, 1. This is P1. You have negative 3, negative 3. You have Q1. This is 2, negative 2. This is R1. Okay, now we will use the ruler to draw the answer. Okay, this is the answer, okay, for the questions. Okay, before ending the video, not after ending the video, before ending the video, we will have some revision. So please pay attention. Okay, now please look at this table. For translation, if you translation to the right, that means it will only affect the x coordinate. And because this is right, so you will add the coordinate, that is x plus a, and y remain unchanged. For translated to the left by b units, this time to the left, that means you have minus. So you have x minus b. Once again, y remains unchanged. And for translated upward by c units, that means that you go upward. So this time you will add c to y, but x remain unchanged. Finally, translated downward to d units. That means that you will go down d units, that is y minus d, and you have x coordinate remain unchanged. Okay, that's the end of this video. So make sure that you learn something from the translation, and please do the exercise of the translation. Awesome. Thank you.